what you were, where we are now, and then we can talk about where we want to be with the brand when it comes to the digital presence. And I'm going to share this screen. And you gentlemen should be seeing the gutter Green Bay, right? So
Yes.
here's the thing. When we're talking about Google, obviously #1 search engine in the world, Google has another search engine inside of it. It's the local search engine. That's where the business profile on Google, formerly known as Google My Business, comes in. That's where someone that's in the Green Bay area who's either visiting, going to school, whatever, is searching for a fun activity or an event or something like that, and you might pop up. So going back to Dan's whole 5-mile radius, keeping it local, that's where we want to use Google Local. Here's the thing. The previous owners of the gutter still have the profile up, right? Now, when Google's looking, it looks at the name of the business, it looks at the address, and it looks at the phone number. So it's called NAP information, name, address, phone number. Those are the three critical areas of your local profile, or basically your local business profile around the web. In this case, we're just looking at Google. So right here, there's your address, right? Because you haven't moved the center. So we're still in the same place. Well, Google right now is thinking, it's being told by this former profile that this place is called the gutter, temporarily closed, located at that address with that phone number. The address is going to be the big player here because Google makes sure that every business verifies their address. And that way it keeps out all the fake scam businesses. So right now, Google's going to be confused because it thinks the gutter's still there. It's just temporarily closed because of COVID. We want to make sure, one thing that I would say, can you go to the old owners or can you get access to this profile? And if you want to, you could either delete it or you could rename it into the Buzz Social. So do you have access to those owners?
We do. And Brian, I've created a new Google My Business profile, but I didn't have our phone number, which we just got yesterday or the day before. Okay. So I haven't updated the phone number with that. So there is another listing with our name and the same address that should be populated somewhere, but maybe it's not up yet because I didn't include the phone number.
It's
and
not.
And if you can see, Bark and Brew has an address of Suite 100 on theirs. Other people have an address. But if not online, it says Suite 100, 2310 Suite 100. So there's a little bit of a confusion with the way the plaza like determined or laid out or numbered.
There's a couple things going into it, right? One, you still have that other business that's only marked as temporarily closed, has longevity because it has 194 reviews, 4 stars. And so it already has, it's that OG status. It's already been there.
Yeah.
So Google's going to give credence to that one. So my recommendation is this. I understand new ownership, everything else. That being said, you have 194 reviews. Now, I'm sure some of them are not great, but that's where you can make sure you're telling people new management, new ownership. You may, because you've been given this golden goose of a 4-star review, 194 showing that you've been there, you may want to just change the name of the gutter to Buzz Social and then update the phone number. That way you don't have to go through any of the rigmarole of verifying. If you don't want to do that because you want all of those reviews to go away because it doesn't represent what you are offering, totally fine. You've got to get in here, delete this profile, tell them that it's permanently closed, and then you'll be able to establish your profile at that address.